What's up, YouTube? This is DBZ439 bringing you an anti-meta deck known as Evilswarm. Evilswarm, they're still viable. I know they were really popular back in the day, but they counter some big decks now these days, especially the Necroz. I really feel like they're a really cool archetype, and without any further ado, I'd like to show you my Evilswarm deck. So starting off with the monsters, we have Triple Kirkion. He is your playmaker. He's really busted because when he's summoned, you get to banish one Evilswarm monster from your grave and add one. And when you do, you can normal summon another Evilswarm monster from your hand. So like the monster that you just added. So he's pretty much an instant rank 4 play. Next you have the Triple Caster. When he's normal summon, you get to normal summon another Evilswarm. So here's another way to make your rank 4 plays more viable. Then you have Double Thunderbird. During either player's turn, once per chain, except during the damage step, you can banish this card, and he comes back to your standby phase, and he gains 300 attack. Why is this good? Because, say like they play Regeki or Dark Hole or something, then you can banish it and bring it back, and the normal summon another rank 4 or level 4 card to make a rank 4 play. So he's really good. And then you have two of these Evilswarm monsters. I don't really know how to say the name. Mandragora. She's like a Cyber Dragon, pretty much. If your opponent has more monsters than you do, then you can special summon her from your hand and just make some rank 4 plays. And then for the last of the Evilswarm monsters, you have Triple Heliotrope. And the reason why I run Triple Heliotrope is because of this card, Rescue Rabbit. If you don't know what Rescue Rabbit does, you can banish this card on your side of the field to special summon 2 level 4 normal monsters from your deck with the same name, I believe. So yeah, you get the Heliotropes and you can make your plays, or you can just attack with them and deal some massive damage. So yeah, Rescue Rabbit's really good. And then for some tech cards, you have one Thunder King because it's supposed to be an anti-meta deck. You don't really add cards from your deck to your hand. We kind of do. And, I mean, it's just a really powerful card these days. And then for your hand traps, you have one Veiler, one Maxi. For draw power and effect negation. Next, onto the spells, we have Double Pandemic. Give me a second, let me just move the monsters real quick. Double Pandemic. This is your Forbidden Lance. It's really searchable. I had 3 in the beginning, but I decided to cut it to 1 because just some decks just don't run spells and traps. So that's why I only run 2 Pandemics. And I just felt like I needed some space for other cards. Then you have the Double Rhoda to search out your caster. And then you have Double MST. This back row hate, you just gotta run the Double MST. And then one Unexpected Die. Really good card. If you have no monsters on your side of the field, you can special summon a normal monster from your deck. So, I mean, it's just a really good card because you can get out your Heliotropes or whatnot. And also, before I was running the Mass Change 2 build, I had 2 Mass Change 2s, and then I realized that it's kind of bad because I run cards like Defidger and Macrocosmos, and in order to summon Dark Claw, you pretty much need 3 cards, and I feel like that was too much of a cost just to bring out one monster when you have other cards in your deck that can also serve the same purpose. So that's why I replaced the Mass Change 2 with this and like another trap card. So onto the rest of the spells, we have your staples: Defissure, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, and Regeki. Onto the traps, we have Double Fiendish, Double Mind Crush, and then one Infestation Infection. This card's actually really good. It helps you like cycle through your Evilswarm monsters from your field or your hand and add another one. So it can help you bring out the right monsters during the right situation. But mostly you search out Kirkion because he's probably the most powerful Evilswarm monster in the deck. And then just for the one-ofs, you have the Macrocosmos, Vanities, Warning, Ring, Mirror Force, Torrential, and Compulse. So yeah, it's a lot of traps. Onto the side deck real quick. We have one Maxi, one Effect Veiler, one Line Imprisoning, one Dark Hole, one Vanities, one Mirror Force, Flying Sea, Iron Imperial Wall, Fairy Wind, Trap Tricks, and Black One of Heaven. These are all cideable for cards like Pandemic and MST when your opponent doesn't run when your opponent doesn't run spells and traps and whatnot. And onto the extra deck, the most interesting part of the deck. You run one Ouroboros. I really don't go into him. I just think he's really cool. But when you get him off, like he has 3 really good effects. So yeah. And you have the one Exiton Knight. It's really cool because people always have Exiton Knight, and they don't realize it's an Evilswarm monster, so you can protect it with like Pandemic or whatnot. So that's pretty cool. And it's a light monster. Oh, that doesn't. I mean, like when you run Light Imprisoning Mirror, that's the only card that probably hurt. But yeah. And then for the big monsters, you have Ophion. Now this guy is probably like one of the most powerful cards in the game because he's really big and he doesn't allow either players to special summon level 5 or higher monsters as long as he has XZ materials, and he can help you search spell or trap cards like Pandemic and Infestation Infection. So yeah, he's pretty good. And then you have one Bahamut. You can discard one Evilswarm monster to take control of one of your opponent's monster. So that's really good, like a change of heart. And then you have the one Evilswarm Thanatos. He's like a forbidden chalice for himself. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then you have Evilswarm Nightmare. Every time a monster special summon, you can detach one to flip it face down. So that's pretty good. Then you have Steelstorm Roach. And then for generics, you have 101 Cowboy, Castile, Heartland, Gaga Samurai to go for game. And last, you have Karen Gorgon. This card's really good at anti-meta decks because you want to protect your floodgates or whatnot, and cards like Macrocosmos and D-Fissure. And he's pretty big, so yeah. So yeah, YouTube, thank you for watching the video. If you have any comments or suggestions, please post underneath. I really like to hear your opinions, especially on the Mass Change 2. So yeah, thank you, YouTube. Bye.